Hello and welcome. I am about to read chapter 6 from my debut novel, A is for Angelica. I'm reading all of the chapters from the book over the course of the year, and I'm posting the videos to YouTube just like this. I would like to say hello to lots of new subscribers who may have found me through the excellent YouTube channel Books and Quills, where you can find marvellous book reviews and all that kind of thing. This chapter is called Don Donald, who happens to be Gordon's best friend, the narrator. It's Don Donald. I owe him a jar of pickled onions. All right, Gordon, how are we? We're fine, Don. How are you? I'm good. Very well, in fact. Don Donald has lived on Cressington Vale all his life. His wife ran off with another man in 1984. He's been alone ever since. If I stand here long enough, he'll start talking about her. He'll tell me about her long blonde hair and her large chest. When she told him that she loved him. When he took her to the seafront in Blackpool, got down on one knee, asked her to be his wife. Then he'll say, 2 weeks, Gordon. 2 weeks and she'd gone. He tilts his head to one side. His face looks dirty, covered in folds and creases. He's trying to look sympathetic. So, how's things? Things are fine, Don. Everything going all right? Going fine, Don. Things going all right with you? Oh, very well. Well, that's good then, I say. And I think about when we were younger. When we stood on this street and talked about the weather or the football or the chances of us ever getting the council to come and move the tree in the road. I think about when his wife first left. How I sat on a chair next to his bath while he lay in cold water for 9 hours, talking and crying. I barely said a word. He didn't need me to. You should open your curtains, Gordon. Let the light in. Where are my hedge trimmers? I've no idea. You borrowed them. Don looks at the floor, then at the sky, then back at me again. Did I? Yes, you did. I'm sorry, Gordon, I don't remember. I want them back. I'm not sure I have them anymore. I need them. He takes his hands out of the pockets of his pyjama bottoms and scratches his head. I can look for them. Yes, please. All right then. He stands there, puts his hands back in his pockets. I keep looking at him. You want me to find them now? I need them. He turns, shuffles back across the road and into his house. I hear the loose change in his pyjama pockets, his slippers scraping across the concrete. They sound like someone tearing paper. Note, Cressington Vale equals 14 paces wide. My garden equals 10 paces. Don's Drive equals 10 paces approximately. Total equals 36 paces. 36 paces equals 40 seconds, approximately. Note end. I've tidied the spare room and made space on the bookcase for Angelica's file. Now I'm downstairs, behind the curtain, looking out for her. I'm also looking out for Don. It's almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon. He should have come back by now with my trimmers. It's a beautiful winter's day, freezing cold and bathed in sunshine. I look up at Angelica's window, frosted glass, the sun reflecting. It leaves a neon circle in my field of vision, like a light bulb floating, which takes about a minute and a half to disappear. I watch the empty streets. I have a notepad on the windowsill and a pen in my hand, but there is nothing for me to write. I have a headache. I need to make lunch. I squeeze the end of the pen to make the ballpoint disappear. I fold the notepad shut. As I turn away from the window, a door opens. Angelica? No, it's Ina McCorkey. She's bending over. She's picking up her milk. She's in a nightdress. I squeeze my pen again, flick through my notepad and check my watch. I scribble down the time. Half an hour later, I walk to the kitchen and switch the kettle on. I take my watch off, place it on the worktop and roll up my sleeves. I turn the tap and rinse my hands, glance through the window. There's a football in my garden. Annie can't nap and put it there. She throws them over the fence and at my kitchen window. She lives next door. She must be nearly 90. I believe she does it on purpose, although I've never seen it happen, so I have no proof. I'm sure it's her. That's just the way she is, a nasty piece of work. I don't have a file on Annie Carnathan. In fact, I don't have a file on anyone who lives on my side of Cressington Vale, because I can't see their windows. So I watch the opposite side of the street, where the action is. I make lists pages long, on anything and everything. And I see the pattern of things, the way it all works, systems and stability, rhythms and recoveries. I have all these things on file. One file is thicker than the rest. That file is for Georgina, my wife, asleep upstairs.